I'm blessed and free. Welcome back to another episode of DOC TV. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, on this channel, we cover crime, prison, jail, and everything in between. If you guys haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So, man, what's up with the outfit, bro?
Man, I've been called Waldo since I was 15 years old. I got it tattooed across my chest in big old 6-inch letters. I've lived the Waldo life, man, across this whole entire nation. I've been a professional mover for 22 years, been in and out of semi trucks, in and out of every state except for Hawaii. I was a drug addict for years and years. Bad on that old meth and everything in between, Xanax and cocaine. And one day I just woke up, I hit the scales and I was 127 pounds. I went
Good
from
Lord.
292 pounds to 127 pounds at 6'4".
Damn, dog. You could hang glide on a Dorito chip, bro.
Yeah, I'm out here at Siesta Key Beach right now doing my whole Waldo thing. What I do is I set it up.
All right, I see you.
Yeah.
All right, so, well, obviously you're on this channel. This is the prison channel. So, what sent you to prison, man?
Bad choices, drugs, methamphetamine mainly. That was my main drug of choice. It was a horrible demon, man. It brought out demons in me that I never even knew that I could have, and it turned me so evil. And I'm an old soul, and I don't believe in fucking people over unless they deserve it. But I shouldn't even be thinking that way. I shouldn't even be thinking, do good for bad or do bad for good. It never turns out right. It never turns out good. There's always adversity in the end and demise and you name it. It's not a good combination.
So what was the charges that led you to prison?
Attempted burglary. I was robbing toll plazas on the side of the turnpikes. I was climbing up underneath the streets, going in through little tunnels, little manhole tunnels, and coming up underneath them and getting about $4,500 to $5,000 a pop. Took me about 15 minutes each one.
Man, that's a good lick.
I was so high, though, that I was popping out of the manhole and I was paying people's tolls for them.
I'm sorry, brother.
Couldn't make it up even if I wanted to.
So they pull up to pay the toll, and fucking Where's Waldo pops out of the hole and says, "I got you."
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my wedding ring, is what I would tell them.
Are you in the Waldo outfit?
Yes, I am.
No, I'm saying when you were climbing out of the manholes.
No, I wasn't in the Waldo outfit.
Oh, okay.
I was in probably a wife beater and shorts or pants. Usually Wranglers out in Oklahoma. Usually it was Wranglers and cowboy boots.
All right, giddy up. I see you.
Absolutely.
All right, so let me ask you a question, because you're obviously in the outfit. You got a sign. What exactly do you do? Like when you go out and do this Where's Waldo thing?
Absolutely, you can. Hang on just one second. I apologize. There you go. Hi, folks. I go out and I try and put smiles on people's faces, man.
Well, you're making me smile, bro.
Absolutely. It's part of who I am. I'm a goofy individual to begin with. I believe that life shouldn't be taken so seriously. I believe that a lot of people have lost their way of knowing how to smile and knowing what a smile brings to your heart, what it brings to your soul, what it brings to your body. And that's just what I'm trying to really do. I was hurt about 3 months ago, pretty bad. I had a 400-pound arm wall dropped on me from a flight of stairs above. The dude was under the influence of methamphetamine. He fell asleep at the top of the stairs and just let go of the arm wall, and it crushed me. Since me and you talked a couple of days ago, I've been blessed. A lady She owner operator of her own truck, her own moving truck, and we got a hold of each other, and she bought me a plane ticket. I fly out of Tampa on Sunday morning for Seattle to hop up in the semi truck and start moving furniture again.
That's what's up, man. So what state did you end up going to prison in?
In Oklahoma, and then I ended up escaping. I had worked my way down in security, of course. Worked my way all the way from Supermax all the way down to because I had eluding while endangering, fighting the police, burglary tools. I robbed a police officer. It was a pretty bad deal.
What'd you rob the police officer for?
He pulled a pistol on me.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
So what?
So
you took
I got
his
his
pistol?
license. Huh?
You took his pistol?
No, he was in civies. It was at a casino. I actually didn't get charged with that because he fucked up on camera. He walked into the to the intake of the jail and slapped me across my face right in the middle of the video. So
Damn.
It was all on camera, and they couldn't erase it because it all downloads straight to the cloud now, because that jail in Tulsa County Jail, they've had so many murders from the DOs up there. The DOs are killing people coming in the intake. So they have to be under surveillance at all times. So they ended up dropping all those charges. What happened was this dude pulled a pistol on me at a casino in civvy clothes. I said, all right, man. People don't know how to fight. They don't know how to throw hands no more. So that's all right. So I waited outside the casino. I got his tag number. Went to the tag office, said, hey, I was in a collision with this individual. His wife was in labor, and they had to get to the hospital real quick, but I got his tag number and I got a little bit of his information. I just need his address so I can go ahead and send everything to him. This lady gives me all this dude's information, sends me the address, or gives me the address, and you know what happens from there.
That's crazy, bro. You hunted his ass down.
Yes, I did. And then about a year and a half into my sentence, I ended up working my way all the way down in security, all the way to a halfway house. I got back high. I started getting back on dope again. I got with my ex, which was bad news blues all the way around. And I woke up one day, I was still in her bed. I said, all right, let's do this. And I just made the decision to go on the run. I was on the run for 2 months from the U.S. Marshals. They caught me 2 months to the day of my escape. I was all over the news, Fugitive Friday, Armed and Dangerous, you know the whole gig. It ain't nothing special. I mean, they do it to everybody that does anything like I did. And I'm nothing special either. But what it is, man, my whole life's been full of mistakes. I'm 39 years old. I don't have anywhere to live. I don't have no money to my name except for what I make out here. And it's almost like panhandling, but it's not. More glorified, if you will. But I also like putting smiles on people's faces.
All right. So, man, what's prison like in Oklahoma? Like, for the people watching that don't know, like, what can they expect if they walk into prison in Oklahoma? What's it going to be like?
Find your kind, for one. Don't flip flop. There's a lot of flip floppers. I mess with the Indians. Those are my people. I grew up in a small Indian town all my life. Well, until I was about 12 or 13, until I went to juvenile prison. I ended up escaping from there when I was 15. That's when I got my name Waldo. I was on escape from a juvenile prison called Raider LLC. It's now closed due to too many murders of juveniles murdering each other. You know the gig. It's rough out there, man. You know, people underestimate Oklahoma prisons as a cakewalk, and it's not. You hit those yards out there, you got to carry your honor and respect. If you don't carry that, then you ain't about nothing. All the real ones are going to recognize you and recognize you for who you are. Me personally, being older and going into prison for the first time, I already learned all the honor and respect thing from the streets. So I carried it in. I showed what kind of honor and respect I had, and I went from there.
When you were in prison in Oklahoma, what was the most violent thing that you think you saw?
Oh man, melting, getting melted, getting greased, baby oil and water.
Yeah, I just interviewed a guy that said the same thing from England, man. That's crazy that I didn't, that's not really that big in Florida, at least not where I was at.
I watched a dude literally wipe his whole entire face off of his body.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
All over a $4 cigarette because we was dry on the yard.
That's nuts, man. Did anybody try you when you were in there?
Oh, of course. I mean, man, look at me. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the baddest. I come walking in there. I had beefed up just a little bit. I was probably, I don't know, 210, 225. Well, I was about 225 when I walked in. But of course, people are going to test you, man. I'm no big, burly guy like I used to be because I was a methamphetamine addict. I'd actually gotten lucky. I'd gotten on drug court, and during drug court, man, I found the gym. I found the gym again, and I hadn't been in the gym since my 20s. And in my 20s, I made it all the way up to 292 pounds. In my 30s, I made it all the way up to 257.
All right. So what are you weighing now?
I'm right at like 185, 190.
All right. So when you were in there, man, are gangs running Oklahoma prison, or like how does all that go down?
Indians, the Serranos, the Norteños, the Bloods, the Crips, of course, Irish mob, the UABs, the ABs, the Skinners, the skinheads, and then you got Nazis. You got all kinds of stuff in Oklahoma. It's a big array of different people. I would probably say the biggest on the yard that I've seen as far as max goes was probably the white boys and the Crips. The Crips roll in deep numbers, and you fight one of them, you got to fight all of them. There's no excuses whatsoever. Now, when I started working my way down in security, things got a whole lot different. Man, I hit this yard, and whenever I look over, my buddy's tapping me on the shoulder, and he's like, Waldo, look at the wall, bro. I was like, what? And I look up at the sign, and it says sex offender work camp, 80%.
Damn.
I look up at that sergeant and that lieutenant. I say, hey, man, y'all's going to have to fucking ship me. I ain't doing this shit. And I know that there's sex offenders all over the mediums and the maxes, but, man, it's not like that whenever I hit that yard. That yard was so full of just nasty pedophiles, and it was unreal. Man, it was sickening.
Do they get handled in Oklahoma prison, or are they allowed to walk the yards?
They're allowed to walk the yards, man. They're protected.
That's kind of how it is in Florida, man. The guards protect them.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, man, there's certain inmates that protect them too.
That's crazy, bro.
It goes against everything I learned all the way through my life, through my drug addiction, through everything. It goes against every ounce of honor and respect that you could possibly have. And I look at these men and I'm like, man, you're not men no more to me. You're boys.
Yeah. When did you get out of prison, man?
January 6th, 2020.
So you're kind of fresh out, man.
Yes, sir.
Did you have any support when you were in there from your family or friends or anything like that?
No, I never got all my years in prison. I've never gotten not 1 cent on my books.
So you had to get a hustle then.
I mean, I would hustle cigarettes here and there, but it wasn't. I pretty much I laid up in my rack, and if it was time for our tribe to take somebody to court, then that's what I went and did. If they asked me to lace up, then I would go in there and I would lace up and I would take one of my brothers to court, because that's how we handle it. That's how the Indians handle it out there. We don't let somebody else or some other crew or anything like that. If one of our brothers does somebody else wrong from a different tribe or a different set or you name it, then we handle it. We take care of it. Usually it's 3 rounds, 3 to 5 rounds, depending on what you did. And each round is a minute. So, I mean, it's not no cakewalk, and there's 3 of us. There's 3 of us in line, and I'm usually the one that's in the middle. And I used to like to work them kidneys and stomach.
So it's strictly body shots?
No. I mean, I give them uppercuts. I do, depending on what they did, is depending on my level of agitation and aggravation going towards them. If they stole from somebody, we're beating them off the yard. If they tried to assault somebody for absolutely no reason or bulldog somebody, then we're beating them off the yard, plain and simple.
So how is it in Oklahoma as far as the infamous booty bandits?
Oh man, I mean, you hear of boys getting sold off, little boys coming in that have no idea what prison is like, that have no idea how to carry themselves as a man yet. They're thrown into prison for little minor things, and they're not given any kind of counseling. They're not given any kind of support, nothing. They're just thrown in with nothing, with no experience. And it all depends on if somebody is willing to take them under their wing and, try and help them out. Me, myself, I tried not to get into that personally, because so many people have proven me wrong that they let me down in the end, and they end up turning out to be fake or turning out not to want it, or they get high. I didn't get high in prison. That was one of my main deals, one of my main promises that I made to myself. I don't get high in prison.
Yeah, run up that debt.
Yeah. I don't play poker. I don't play spades. I don't play pinochle. Well, I mean, I play pinochle for fun with brothers, but I don't roll no dice. I don't do none of that stuff. Right. How are you?
All right, man. So if you could say something to a young person that's struggling right now, might be headed down the same path you went down, what would you say?
Find your way. Find support within yourself to be able to carry yourself as a man. Find a profession. Find a hobby. Find something that makes you happy. Dealing drugs, going out there and robbing people, all that old Bojangling bull stuff, it's not worth it. Did I just freeze?
Yeah, you're froze.
My bad. Boy, that's a bad freeze picture, ain't it?
All right, man. So we're having technical difficulties, but if you haven't, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications on all. So every time I drop an episode, you can hear it first. And we'll be back with a part 2 once we get this figured out. And with that, it's DOC TV, and we're out.